Look, I know what happened. You know what happened. There's no hiding place. When it's going well, you should be able to show up. When it's going poorly, you should be able to show up. You man already know what the end score was in the North London derby. 2-2, like Desmond. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not happy with the result, but I do feel like we caught life. I can't lie. The way Tottenham are playing, yeah, we could have got blitzed, man. It could have been brazy because their transitions were mad. Son and Madison were balling out. You know, before the starting lineup even got announced, when I heard that Trossard wasn't in the squad, I don't know, it gave me kind of like some sort of feeling where I was like, oh no, like, it's gonna be one of them ones. No Trossard, no Martinelli, no Party in the squad. Obviously, injuries are part of football. You just have to deal with it, really. So I'm not complaining. Every manager and club has to prepare for the season, and there should always be contingency plans. You should always be planning for the worst to happen, and you need to have a plan A, B, C, D, whatever you need really. But yeah, man, Arteta decided to go with Nketiah and Jesus on the left. I feel like personally for this game, perhaps we might have been better suited to having Havertz down the middle and Jesus on the left, just for that kind of like link up play. And yeah, I think this was the match that confirmed. You know what? We need a bad boy striker. Like, I think we need to grab Tony and Jan, to be honest. Just kind of like obviously in the position that we're in, competing on all four fronts and trying to go for the title. I feel like Tony would be perfect to bring for the squad in Jan, just to have like a number 9 that just lives and breathes goals, and I feel like Tony's ready for the step up. I do. I genuinely think Tony's ready for the step up, but nonetheless, man, we just got to get into the real really, and yeah, man, it seemed like it was starting well. Saka was getting a lot of change out of you, doggy. He was getting hella change out of him. Cut inside, try to finesse into the far post. Can't like Romero sticks a leg out. Not sure why. Just lazily stuck a leg out really, and yeah, deflected, went in. We're 1-0 up. But at this point, I'm like, all right, cool, 1-0 up. But it's the North London derby. This is the derby of comeback. So I wasn't really getting too excited. I was like, all right, cool, calm, composure. We still got a lot to do. Like, we can't get too gassed on that. But yeah, we can't get too gassed. We got to keep our head up. The intensity is there. We're rolling. And bro, Madison, edge of his box, he gets pickpocketed by Jesus. He can't see him. And at this point, I'm like, yeah, this has to be 2-0. If you see the gap to Vicario's right, I'm thinking, yeah, Jesus is slotting that. It's 2-0. Yeah, we're seeing the phone celebration. It's a Brazil thing. Like, I'm thinking, yeah, it's about to be lit. He blazes it over the top of the bar, and I'm just like, bro, the misses where you actually look at it and you're like, this one might come back to haunt us, bro. This one might come back to haunt us, bro. 1-0 in the North London derby is not enough, bro. And unfortunately, he just blazed this one over the bar. And from this miss, I felt like, is it going to be one of them days? This might be a turning point, man. Then, like, towards like the last 10 minutes of the half, Tottenham start cooking. I'm like, what? Ange Ball is here? Like, what is going on? Like, Kulusevski and Son combining on the right-hand side, flashes the ball across. Brennan Johnson made contact with it, and bro, I don't know how Raya got that. That's got to be one of the saves of the season for sure. For Raya to kind of, just like quickly sort out his feet and claw that ball away. That was a mad save, I can't lie. Big ups to Raya for that. You know, he's obviously under a lot of scrutiny because that position it's been a hot topic. It's been a hot topic, obviously, because, Ramsdale's a fan favourite, and, media's been talking about Ramsdale, Raya, who should be starting this rotation, that rotation. So for him to pull off that save, I felt like that was a, yeah, I'm here kind of moment. So big ups to him for that save, to be honest, because, bro, as soon as Brendan Johnson made contact with it, I was expecting to see 1-1, to be fair. But so, yo, remember I was telling you, Ange Ball was looking serious, Tottenham was cooking. Bro, I can't lie on this one. Yeah, Madison skinned Saka. I can't lie. Saka got it wrong. Saka's my boy, but I just got to say, he got it wrong. When he scored the first goal, he was hitting up the dart celebration. Madison might have taken that one personal. Skips past Saka, ball across, and Son connects with it. post and in. I was actually surprised Son reached it, because if you actually look in this position, there's a couple players around. Do you get what I'm saying? So I would have thought it would be covered or the ball would get snuffed out, but somehow he just pulls into the near post and slots that one away. And Son, he loves doing bits against Arsenal, man. And for like, even with Kane gone now, Son's gonna have to take the reins of this Tottenham team and spur them on. Pun intended, man. But yeah, man, the finish was neat. I can't lie, and I was just like, you know what? To concede just before halftime is always a blow. It's always a blow, and in the North London derby, conceding before halftime, it doesn't get any worse than that, man. So yeah, man, it was a kick to the teeth. But listen, halftime is always for regrouping and so on and so forth. So halftime we had to go in, with a clear mind and try to set a game plan for the second half. The second half, I'm seeing changes. Like obviously, Vieira come off for Havertz. Fair enough. I guess we wanted a bit more physicality. Jorginho for Rice. That one was an interesting one, but for me, there's no way Rice gets taken off unless it's an injury-related problem. So that probably was it. Early on in the first half, we start off with intent. We're cooking. There's a corner. There's some sort of scramble. Ben White turns and shoots, and Ramirez sliding, but he hits his hand, and because of I know it's close, but because it blocked the ball from going in, I wasn't surprised that when they actually went to VAR, they actually gave the penalty. Cool as ever, Saka slots the penalty in, right down the middle. I actually thought it was a really good penalty. I haven't seen Saka going down the middle before like that, but yeah, it was a solid penalty, and yeah, I had to go celebrate with the fans, and he even hit the dart celebration again. Interesting one, because the topic that I'm going to talk about later, Gary Neville kind of, brings up the fact that he felt like, Arsenal might have been, kind of like enjoying the celebration too much, because I can't lie, the clapback was mad quick. The clapback was quick. Obviously, once you've scored a goal, the opposition team always starts with the ball. Tottenham lost the ball already. Jorginho is in a good amount of space. He's got easy options, but he dawdles on the ball, which kind of like dwindles the space for him to kind of like play those passes. And boy to boy, I was surprised. I couldn't for the life of me understand why he tried to, I don't know, take on Maddison or skip past him. But I can't lie, this was a critical error. We need to stop the individual mistakes. You see, I'm not even going to blame it on Jorginho solely, because I've seen this, earlier in the season anyways, like Saka against Fulham. So I just got to be objective. We can't go crazy on Jorginho for this, you feel? Because we saw Saka do this at Fulham. It's that months we got to charge it. You got to charge it, move on. Even after like the mistake, he tried direct things, but it wasn't happening. Madison steamed on, played it through to Son, slots it away calmly. And it's a blow. I can't lie, to concede straight after scoring. I can't lie, mentally, I think this one, it probably crashed our whole game plan, man. It's a tough one. To concede straight after scoring like that, it's a blow, man. Now I know how United was feeling, but in the fashion, it was crazy. It was crazy. Because Jorginho had options, but listen, we got to charge it. Even after that, to be fair, the fans were singing his name, bigging him up. After the game, McKelvin said, listen, love Jorginho, all got to be with him, players make mistakes, whatever. It's true. Listen, we got to rely on Jorginho, because Rice, I don't know how long he's going to be out for. Partey's not, obviously, in the squad due to injuries. So, boy, Jorginho's going to be the one playing. So, listen, we need to make sure he's feeling like good, up to speed. And, yeah, man, who knows? He might even play against City if Rice is not back. That's the thing. So, can't be going in too crazy on Jorginho. But yeah, I was disappointed with the mistake, man, because I felt like we just scored. Like, keep some composure, let's hold on to the lead for a bit. I'm actually surprised out of all people, like Jorginho, came from Jorginho in the North London derby, but these things happen, man. Pardon me, these things happen. But yes, in the individual mistakes, I've seen it a lot. Even against like Man City, the Tomiyasu era I'm seeing. So I'm like, is it a case of like, I don't know, do our players, when the occasion gets really hot, do they get too nervous? I don't know, man. You have to tell me, but I see a lot of individual mistakes from Arsenal. It might be at the Emirates as well. I don't know. At the Emirates, we just look charged. Maybe that's what kind of like factors into that. I don't know if we're too emotional at the Emirates. Obviously, every team's emotional to some standard, but I don't know if we kind of like feed negatively into that a bit sometimes. Because yeah, it always seems like the Emirates there's always some sort of drama, but yeah, we need to figure that one out. You man riddle me that.